storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to appear. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend, Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation Pride.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. The volume is low. Now it's not. And I didn't want to overuse our song. So here's a special afternoon live. We're going to go over the latest on Elsa and get going on that here. Let me close my cool little windows and say good afternoon. What is up? Turn sound up. Yep, Shelly, I got you. It was the music that was low. I didn't want to overdo the music. So good afternoon. What's going on, everybody? Holy cow, what a day, right? What a couple days. I am officially ready for the season to be over. I went camping and we had 3 damn storms pop up while I was gone, and we had to cut it short to come home. So yes, we do have a hurricane warning now, and the wind is picking up everywhere. We just got a big gust through Oldsmar here. That footage was Ada last year. And I hear thunder right now. That is Ada footage that I took in November last year, and we look at this deja vu all over again. we're almost doing the exact same system. Homosassa, yeah, it's going to pass just here north, but if we get a little shift east, you never know. Homosassa should be watching close. Let it go. That's what everybody's saying. Let it go. Hey, Katie Haley, what's happening? All of our regulars, Rock, Aaron on YouTube. Holy cow. All right. Speaking of Ada, let me pull this up before I forget here. It was this one. Let me see. Where is it? Because somebody mentioned Ada, and I retweeted this just now. Okay. Here is Ada last year. Almost the exact same spot that Elsa's at. So this was Ada. Started falling apart, remember? Everybody went to bed and didn't think it was going to be anything. We ended up with flooded, lots of floods. And here is a current look at Elsa. So Elsa, Ada. Elsa's got a little bit more convection, for sure. Let me close some windows here. All right, so here is, let's see, where are we at? Let's just look at radar. Leave this up for a second. So we're going to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to go over everything that's happened, what's happening. Be real brief. It's going to be hard to read comments. But here we are. It's 3:30 p.m. We got a hurricane warning up, and our storm is gaining convection, even though we got shear coming in on the west side. So that bubbling up that we kept showing all morning is persistent, and the recon is out there. Now the hurricane hunters are finding pressures under 1,000, and thus it's strengthening quicker than what the models expected. So throw the models out. All the models are initializing way too high. What that means is if they initialize at 1,008, like let's say they initialize at 1,008 at noon, then they're already 8 too high. So when they go from 1,008 to 1,000, technically that could mean if it's 1,000, they might go to 992. So when the data is initialized wrong, the models are not accurate. So you watch these in real time. The Florida people know you got to watch these in real time. We've been talking about this frontal influence factor last night, and it definitely, we have a track now that's almost due north. Okay, you can see the track change a little bit over time with this purple line. The latest track is due north, right there, almost the same spot as before. We're just not going out in the Gulf as much. So very, 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 very close to the Pinellas County skirt. And let me show you some graphics. So this is live radar. We have a tornado watch up. Obviously, I'm sure you got the notice on that. Tornado watch until 11 p.m. This will probably get extended northward, I would think, into the overnight hours. So pay attention north of this watch zone. This is a tornado watch until 11 p.m. And note, almost all the way over to the east coast. And that's exactly what we're talking about. These squall lines can come in off of the Atlantic and potentially be strong, even though our system's down here. So expect this to possibly go into the overnight hours. So pay attention to that. But tornado threat is there. Hurricane hunters are here. This is on tropicaltidbits.com. They're out there flying around right now. Purple barbs are roughly hurricane strength winds, possibly. Lots of purple barbs. So definitely finding stronger winds in Elsa. The pressure's dropped down to 1,000. First time it's ever been this low. So we know it's on. We knew it, right? Everybody was saying this thing gets on the other side of Cuba. Once that tail wraps around and starts feeding off the Gulf moisture, it had too much vorticity stacked earlier today that it's coming together. Even though we're seeing some of them naked swirl to the west side, the winds are still there. So, and the winds are getting closer to the center now, which we didn't see ever. So hurricane hunters are doing a great job. They're out there right now flying around, and so far the latest fix has it going due north. Here's another look. I added the Weather Channel graphic. They have some good graphics on their page. This shows you the inland warnings, which a lot of people have questions about. I wish the NHC would change their color warning system because it only shows the coast. And a lot of these warnings stretch well inland, and that doesn't show up on the NHC map. These are very hard to find good graphics like this, and it's very important, like when we were tracking Michael, because we had hurricane warnings stretching way inland, and if you look at the NHC map, you wouldn't know that. So they need to change the NHC graphics to include inland warnings and watches. So there's that. New track. Let's see if they changed. No. So this is my curiosity. Is the surge map. Now that we expect a little higher winds, kind of hoping that we don't see higher surge values for the Tampa Bay area. So keep an eye on this. I posted a graphic earlier today that our high tides here are overnight into early morning hours. In fact, let me find it. It was a good graphic. And I got all these graphics here. Let me just show you where they're at. Tide information right here. And I apologize, I'm not reading comments. I just want to go over all the facts right now. Tide information, and you can click on your area, click on Tampa, zoom in a little bit, and you can click on, Old Port Tampa Bay, go to more data, tide predictions here, and then you'll get a pop-up showing you what we got. So just for an example, just when Ada could be, or Elsa could be going to our west side overnight, it's slowing down a little bit. So, but look, we're going to be in high tide from basically high tide from midnight all the way to noon. Tides are running above normal. Stations under high water conditions, so our tides are running higher than normal. So it's just important to note, especially living along the water, we could see a repeat of Elsa again. Ada. God, I told you. If I had a tip jar for every time I confuse Ada and Elsa, they both have E's and they're both the same damn path. Ada, Elsa. Here's Clearwater Beach. We got a high tide at midnight and 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. So, incoming tide with a passing tropical system means they're going to have water pushed in. And you add storm surge with storm tide, that might be the story again. 5 foot of surge plus 2 foot of tide is 7 foot. So that's what we're still watching. Timing, let's look at that real quick. So this little guy is going north. Here's the H. Let's take a look at the latest H wharf and just kind of give you an idea the timing here. Here's your H wharf through the night. So 5 o'clock p.m. Still hanging on west of Naples here. 5 o'clock, we're starting to see the bands get a little tighter. Remember, the heaviest winds obviously are near center and off to the east here. This is 7 o'clock tonight. We're going to have a strong band starting to move up through the Tampa Bay area at 7 o'clock tonight. The main core is still down south. Here you go. This is around midnight. Storm's slowing down a little bit. This is 2, 3 in the morning. This is 3, 4 in the morning right here. So, the rains and storms come first, then the surge. The surge, because the angle. If this storm was going straight north, the surge would be almost ahead of the system because it would be pushing the water along with it. But our surge is kind of confusing because a lot of the water is being pushed here, but we also get a backdoor with the winds coming down. I did that this morning. As our system passes, the counterclockwise winds keep pushing additional surge. So incoming tide with a backdoor spin going into Tampa Bay. We'll see. But again, going back to what we got cooking, we got hurricane warnings up for a good chunk here of the Florida West Coast, Pinellas County. And Egmont Key is technically the Skyway Bridge, but there you go. All this area inland is up to Dixie County, Cross City, Chiefland. I don't know right where that's at. So that's the hurricane warnings. So it's coming quick. You should already be prepared. There is a little mass hysteria going on with all the local government agencies because they have to start worrying about evacuations and stuff. I talked a lot about it this morning. I was worried that this would happen, and Julie was at. I went and got gas for my truck. Nobody's getting gas. Julie said Publix, like, nobody knew there was a hurricane coming. It's like normally there would be a little more buzz, not like 5 hours from now we're gonna have a landing hurricane. Surge also now is expected on the Georgia, South Carolina coast, 1 to 2 feet. That was added. I must have missed that at 11 o'clock. So, still expected to have flooding rains. This is, the story. Red is obviously the heaviest. That's tomorrow. And then it stretches over to the Carolinas and lower Virginia through Friday morning. So there's our system heading out. And, the models are just, I just don't even, here, I wanted to show you this one real quick. So here's the latest thinking on rains. This is a good model. This kind of gives you a really good shot at what we can see. This is impacting a lot more heavier rains here just south of Hillsborough. 6, 7, 8 inches of rain possible. And then, of course, as it moves on up. So this is partly due to the training that we're going to see afterwards when the storm comes off. We get the training effect plus the rain now. So that's your rain map. Who can get what? The wind map here is a little interesting. It hasn't got updated to hurricane yet. So we're going to have to see. This is 19Z. This one just came out. So let's take a look at that. This is let's just look at Tampa real quick. So this shows 83 mile an hour max. This is a National Weather Service product. Somewhere along the coastal areas here, we can see an 83 mile an hour gust. In Florida itself, anything red ish, 50, 50, 60, 40, 40, 40, 49, 49, 49, 49. Anything orange is in the 40s. So that's your max wind gust. You can kind of see where the winds are going. And then we can go, let's go to, there you go. So, there's your winds throughout the event. 40s and, 30s and 40s on Thursday as our storm exits the Outer Banks. So coastal winds as this thing goes along. This is what you can expect there. So, and let's see. We can go, let's check out the rain real quick and see what we got. So there's your rain. It only goes out 48 hours, so didn't really show the Carolinas yet. So there's that. Man, so, it's happening now. Just, be alert. Timing, look at radar. These squall lines are going to start getting nastier as they move north. We got it. Hurricane warning. Who knows? So, what we got to do now is just watch it in real time and see what kind of, convection we're getting. Obviously, you can see the main ball. It almost looks like it's trying to wrap back around the center here. The center is right here exposed. You can see it. But that's some pretty heavy-duty convection that's going to be firing off some thunderstorms later once it reaches the coast. So the center definitely, packing some punch. And this is, again, all kind of heading north towards Pinellas, Manatee, Sarasota, Pasco, the main core before it turns. So have to watch out in real time. We can look at water vapor. Remember the Euro? We were showing the Euro this morning. The Euro was expecting that this dry air was going to not be such a factor. And it looks like the Euro is going to win again, on at least short term. It didn't do very good initially. These are weathernerd.org, by the way, weathernerds.org modeling. But you can see the dry air starting to disappear a little bit, starting to get more moisture feeding into that. So shear tendency, still showing some shear in the Gulf. That was expected. Everybody's like, despite shear, look at, it's under red now. That's why, if you know me, I hate shear. I hate shear forecast. Never makes sense to me. Florence, a couple years ago, in the Middle Atlantic, turned into a Category 4 with red shear above. So throw that out the window. This is happening in real time. Sometimes you just got to watch things in real time and see. So the main thing is the lower level circulation. You'll see it really good here. This is cyclonic weather. cyclonicwx.com. But man, see the yellow clouds are your lower level clouds that don't have any convection. They're just lower level clouds. That is exactly right where the eye is, right here somewhere. And I'll stop it right there. So this is a fascinating video. I always love this one. But the eye is actually somewhere there. And as this thing runs, you can see it spin. Classic counterclockwise flow. But because we have shear coming in from the southwest, it's kind of blowing that convection off a little bit. So that's why we're seeing that. But clear spinach. It's just there's no convection on the west side because of that shear and dry air. But this big blob, regardless, is going straight north. It's coming. Cue the Jaws music. And so there you go. What's up, Mike Soul over there? Doggy snores are back, Lori. Yep, that damn dogs sleep all the time. All right, that's a dog snoring. Yeah, if you guys haven't been on my lives in a while, our dog snores a lot. We got 2 Frenchies. Does anybody know when Dixie has Bud Light in stock? No, but hey, Big Storm Brewer has Hurricane Hunter in stock. Right here. Official beer hurricane season, Hurricane Hunter. You should all be drinking Hurricane Hunter with the original dog on it, which is snoring right now. I could go get him, but that is our boy. So I don't know what else to say, guys. it's not. It doesn't have any signs that this thing could be anything too like crazy intensification. Pressure keeps dropping. We could inch. 80, 85. I think that's maybe realistic. The big question mark is this. Just going back to Pinellas County, if this thing does a weird shift and shifts east for whatever reason, then remember, east side is very dry compared to the west side or east side. So if this thing does any more east shifts, then the impacts might be a lot less than are expected. But they're not showing any east shift yet. So, I think this close here, we'll have to just keep an eye on the hurricane hunters. There's a high pressure building back in. That's what originally was going to happen. The high pressure gets back in, accelerates our system north, and that's kind of on pace. So it's not going to go any more like west. Could take a little bit more east, and that would still put Tampa Bay right in the crosshairs of where we're going. So, but it's inching in. I mean, look, you can kind of see the convection here. Like, let me draw a line. This is Weather Nerds again. But look, here the convection was technically here, and now it's here. So it's definitely growing a little bit to the west earlier today. So even though we're getting things north, it's still trying to catch up to that circulation. So it doesn't appear like this thing is going to do any crazy shifts at all. It's got its mind made up. And we'll just see what kind of strength we got. It's anything down 995, it appears like it's getting a little stronger. We'll have to see what the hurricane hunters say, but definitely was a shock to everybody that was downplaying it, that's for sure. Radar looks very impressive. It's got the look. Everybody's chit-chatting, and somebody brought up this observation, and it is the earliest formed system ever for E, by the way. A little tidbit. We'll see if that means a busy season or not, but we'll just leave it right here. Let me see what you guys are saying. So they're expecting Category 1, and doesn't change too much. Remember, 5-10 miles an hour isn't a huge difference, but Cat 1? Well, did they... thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate that. What's a dumb question? I can maybe read it. I don't know. So the NHC's got a new advisory at 4:30, unless they just issued one now. Maybe they did. Maybe they have upgraded it. No, not yet. I don't see any advisory. So expected winds will be, I assume, 75. Let's see here. So they're expecting peak 75, but hurricane warning just sounds a whole lot scarier. When new models runs, hey healthy, they're kind of out now. The problem I'm having with these models is this: the models are initializing wrong. So when the HWRF ran last, it initialized at 1,005 when our system's now 1,000. So it's not really getting good data. It drops it to 1,000 off of Tampa Bay, which technically could mean 995. If you just keep the main thinking. Latest GFS keeps it. It initialized at 1,006. And it has it down to like 1,001, 1,003. So they're all showing a little strengthening. None of them are showing a curve into Florida. HMON's a little more west still. Latest Euro just came out. We can take a look at that. The latest Euro actually was the one that kind of showed this most aggressiveness. It has at 999. It's just scooting by Tampa here. So that's, but it also initialized it wrong. So the euro, remember earlier today it was showing 9.83. That's pretty low. Let's see here. Why won't my weather models open? Let's open this up. Oh, hey Sean, I appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate you watching, man. We got a lot of people on YouTube chit-chatting. Louisiana's not getting this one. So Disney. Hey, listen, that is kind of funny. Not funny, but it's kind of ironic. If Disney World has to close, it'll be gone by tomorrow. So, but if Disney had any effects from Elsa, that would be a story in the making, for sure. Hurricane Elsa brings damage to Disney World, but it'll be long gone. Well, they'll get some. They're gonna. Let me show you the radar again real quick. All right, so let's look at the latest euro, just to kind of get an idea of what's showing up. Pressure wise, here's the latest euro, and it's got it down to. Well, they got the winds up pretty strong actually, showing 90 knots. That's pretty aggressive. This is the latest 12Z. Actually, it just ran. I should have ran it before I started. So yeah, the euro is still aggressive. Look at this. Still showing 9 sub. See, this is what the euro does. Look, it doesn't even initialize it. It initialized it at 1,008, and it doesn't bring it down to 1,002 off the coast of Tampa overnight, 2-3 in the morning. Then it strengthens it to 994. So the euro is still expecting it to strengthen. So the question will be, will it strengthen on top of what it already strengthened with? So let's take a look at wind gusts here. I always like this map. Here is the euro, and let's take a look at tonight. Here's Tampa Bay. See, it's only showing 1,003 off of Tampa Bay. Still got 40s and 50s and 60s, but that's probably wrong because now the storm's stronger. But the path is good, and then there's the last minute intensification here close to Cedar Key, Homosassa Springs right there, and winds 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible. So 996 is definitely borderline hurricane, so with some pretty strong wind gusts. And that would be 10 a.m. tomorrow. So anyway, all right. Hunter is the snoring machine. Hey, what's up, Maureen Smith? I haven't seen you in a while. All right, cool. And Keith, you never know. There's quite a bit of wind shear. I mean, it's not the most healthiest looking system on satellite, that's for sure. The with the center almost exposed, so this thing's barely hanging on. But it's slowly intensifying. So there you go. Any questions? 10 a.m. tomorrow. Where tomorrow, Nancy? Well, that could be landfall up around Cedar Key and Homosassa, Inglis area. This has kind of been the track here that we've been watching. So that would be landfall tomorrow morning. And then, as our system goes off, timing here could be tomorrow 11 p.m. This is 11 p.m. tomorrow. So throughout the day tomorrow, let's just show you that this is wind gusts. These are, euro, but there's 4 or 5 o'clock Wednesday, and here's Wednesday night, and overnight Thursday. South Carolina slowed down a little bit. Now a little bit more into Thursday morning for South Carolina into noontime, and then North Carolina. Charlotte could feel a little bit, but North Carolina. Thursday evening p.m. 9 p.m. Thursday night. Here's overnight, midnight. So Virginia Beach technically Friday 2 a.m. about right here. And then as it goes off here Friday morning, saying see you later, alligator. Could be little effects here up still around New England area. This is Friday 5 p.m. and then it's gone. So definitely, you know, a good chance for the East Coast to feel some effects from our system. So, but anyway, there you go. So here, one more. There's really no arrival times. It's all about the squall lines. Okay, you look at radar right now. You kind of see what's cooking, and you know we got developing squall lines coming, and all these are on their way. So your best friend at this point in the game is radar. Believe it or not, these squall lines are going to be spinning in throughout the day, throughout the night. Remember, we got a tornado watch up for a big chunk of the Florida Peninsula up until like this evening. What was it, 10 o'clock or something? And then we could have another watch posted probably overnight. So this was up till 11 o'clock tonight. So anytime and any place, you know. Let me show you the last hurrah here. We'll look at the HRR one more time. Just to give you an idea for the southeast, what we can see as far as rain go into the. Let's see. Simulate. Let's see if we got a fresh. Oh, we got the 18Z. All right, this one just came out. All right, so here's what we got. Let's just put it in motion. This is 7 o'clock tonight. This is 11 o'clock tonight. Here we go. The eyes coming up to Tampa Bay. This is midnight. The heavy stuff still coming. This is 2 a.m. Then let's go to Wednesday, 7 a.m. Still cooking right there. Now we got these tails coming. Just because the storm passes doesn't mean we can't get any more action off the Gulf. Start to get a push into Jacksonville tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. The storm now is making landfall. Here's these tails. Look at still coming in off the Gulf here. And this is, you know, noon tomorrow. Still could have spiraling storms coming in off the Gulf to watch. Daytime heating will add to the instability there and bring some storms and some heavy rains. Sometimes we get these rain trains set up too, as the tail just stays in one little area and shoots across. Here is Wednesday, going into Wednesday night. This is Wednesday 10 p.m. Rain starting to get into South Carolina. Core smack dab over Georgia right here, going into Wednesday midnight. Here is Thursday 1 a.m. Thursday 1 a.m. And the rest is still loading. Nope. So we got Thursday 5 a.m. So South Carolina overnight. Thursday 5 a.m. and then it all slides towards, this is Thursday 7 a.m. But look, as we talked about earlier, once our system gets to Georgia and South Carolina, things switch now. Now we start getting these squalls coming in off the Atlantic, and they can get kind of strong, especially with the warm Gulf Stream. So as our system slides up, we can definitely see some of these be pretty strong along the coast. So timing for the outer banks is more later Thursday through the day Thursday. So anyway, Hubbards. So here's the deal, guys. I'm not storm chasing. I am documenting. Just got another emergency alert. Hurricane warning is effect for this area with danger. Why was it going off right now, I wonder? So I just got another national weather hurricane warning is in effect. Man, it's funny when those things go off, man. It goes everywhere. Oh, we got some great stuff here. Look at that. Susan Stickle, great picture. Christy Crocker. I Spy Jim in Cedar Key. There he is. Thank you, Alex Webb. Ice Cyclone. is a great guy. Yes. Hey, there's a great picture from Chris Mayo from Key Colony Beach. Good shot there. What's up, brother? Nice hat. What the hell? There's your one. So here's what I'm trying to find something. We get so many people post so much. I got to go back and look. Oh my goodness, what the hell was I even looking for now? Oh, this is it. So this morning, my mom even told me this. So Channel 8, local Channel 8, NBC, was showing preparations for Elsa. And they started using a bunch of the footage that we took last year. And there you go, Mike's weather page. See, Mike's weather page. So that's pretty cool. So that, I get kind of excited about that we get media footage showing our stuff. So
you should tell everybody who your wife is, because they often get Shelly.
Nope, Shelly is not my wife. It's Julie. Shelly was doing the same amount of work before I even asked her to be officially a worker. She's a great asset to us, and she was doing stuff for me. I didn't even know who she was, and she just wanted to help people and be a part of this thing. And I finally said, Shelly, why do you do all this stuff? What do you do? And she's a social media person. I'm like, well, I think I need one. And so I am going storm chasing. So that I'm not going to do a live tonight. Listen, everything is pretty cut and dry now. There's no speculation, anything. I'll be posting. I got the laptop in the car. 5 o'clock advisory comes out in about 30, 40 minutes. And then my wife's annoying me. Jeez. So there you go. No snoring. I'll be on the what are you doing? Drew Garabo show today, 4:45. So tune it in, 102.5 The Bone. I'll be on with Drew Garabo and John Sinney, and we're going to talk about the weather. I'll be live. Then I'll take off and head towards the beach. So Gregory, I don't know where we're going. I'm definitely not going to go over to Skyway. Skyway Bridge will almost bet money the Skyway Bridge will be closed tonight. So don't get trapped on the Skyway Bridge, or having to come home all over the Skyway Bridge, because it's going to be shut down more than likely because of high winds. So I don't know what to tell you. Make sure you try. So here's the deal. So we're going to see power outages because grounds are saturated. If you got a generator, go start it. Like me, I had to move mine. I got a Furman generator. Love it. I moved it because the Mustang's in the way. So I got it ready to go. Get your generator out. Make sure it runs. You might have to put some fuel cleaner in it. Sometimes if you don't run generators enough, they get gummed up. So do that. Look where your extension cords are at. Get a game plan. Remember, never run a generator in a house or a garage or the back porch. Always outside. Great ventilation. It's okay to let them run in the rain. But, you need cords. Go get some gas. My local 7-Eleven had gas, so I filled up my 2 cans. Make sure your phones are charged. If you have any extra battery packs, like portable chargers, make sure they're charged now. Make sure, that. Make sure your weather radio is on and working. Make sure your phones are turned on for tonight in case you get any tornado alerts. And just have a plan, If you live in a low-lying area that's under a surge warning, which we have a lot of area under surge warnings, you have to make the call whether or not you're going to evacuate or not. But, we have a large area that's under a surge warning right now. Let me pull that up. And again, a lot of this is tricky, man. The storm surge is so tricky as far as trying to get it right. So, we got storm surge warning south of Cape Coral, all the way up there to the tip of the Big Bend. So that's real. Just have your kits ready if you got a hurricane kit. Put your lawn furniture away. I put mine upside down. You got any loose debris in the yard, pots. Probably want to put them in the garage. Things are going to get whipping around. Good tip one of our fans did is have a roll of quarters probably too late now, but or find some quarters, because if we do lose power for a few days, laundromats might be open and they only take quarters. Little tidbit. Elizabeth, I got an old Mustang, it's a 69. Anything else? Garbage cans, good point. Garbage cans, probably want to bring them in. Our garbage services stop tomorrow. Hey, Whitney, what's up? Hope we're not the magnet this year, Whitney. We just got our first band through Oldsmar. Whipped up our back door, actually made a noise. So Chris has got his underwear inside out. Chris and I hope we don't have any problem with the internet. Southeast Georgia, Savannah, yeah, you're going to get some nasty. We got surge possibly heading up to you. Not a warning, but the surge map is showing you guys now 1 to 2 feet. Storm's expected to curve over you guys, so you're going to get some nasty weather Wednesday. And you're going to want to watch for afternoon storms, coming in off the Atlantic. So definitely Wednesday. Chris, make sure you bring Drew. Yeah, I'm on the phone. I'm actually not going to go hang out with him. So yeah, a lot of rain. Listen, real quick. Here's the facts. Here's flooding potential. Flood maps. Okay, these are flooding maps, and that's where you're expected to see excessive rainfall. The actual rainfall totals. Got a few pockets of orange again. Now we talked about this orange area a lot. It's finally back to orange again. But when our storm's up here doing its thing, we're going to have a tail coming in from the Gulf here, and we're going to have these rains tomorrow. So the rain is not going to end here along the Florida West Coast as we get this tail tomorrow. In fact, let's just run that loop while we talk. And that way everybody will be able to just see it. Let me go to 18 hours and we'll just play it. So this is a continuous loop showing you, and this stops Thursday at noon. So let me stop it here. Let's stop. So here, let's just do this. Let's do this. All right. Here's midnight tonight. 7 a.m. tomorrow. Noon tomorrow. Look at all those bands coming in off of the Gulf of Mexico. Noon tomorrow. Noon tomorrow. And then 7 p.m. tomorrow. And then we have midnight Wednesday into Thursday. We have Thursday 7 a.m. And then we have Thursday at noon. So that should clear everything up. But these models can be off a few hours depending on the storm. But the path is pretty much cut and dry. That frontal boundary is pulled this sucker north and turning it northeast. So there's that. So yeah, stay safe. Tyler, I might drive up that way. It's not too far. My favorite radar website, I love Radar Scope. I pay the big one. It's like $100 a year, but it's worth it. I love the Florida radar. But let's take a look at convection here. Let's take a look at hurricane hunters. And they're making a pass here. Obviously, there's no winds to the west side. That's what they're verifying, obviously. So the big winds are definitely out ahead. So I'll be really curious this surge. This storm might be tricky with the surge because now that it's so close to Pinellas County, it could be pushing the surge on the front side now, honestly. Because it's almost a direct hit to Pinellas County. So we might be getting more of the surge from the basic push of the storm itself. And then as it passes, it'll just push some more in on the south side. So very interesting setup. Nobody can predict the surge. It's a very Matthew Graham, hey buddy, chasing, I don't know, Pinellas County for sure, and then I might go north. I don't know. Julie's off tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll be live a lot. Homosassa should pass just to your north, but that is bad for Homosassa because you're on the south or the northeast side. So a passing to your north for Homosassa is almost like a landfall. Because the effects of the east side are not going to be that great. Don't let me forget my radio show, Julie.
Your radio show.
I know. So when we were camping, what the heck number is that? It's a Clearwater number. That's weird. Probably Pinellas County. So when we were camping, I had to call in. I did a skit on WFLA radio. And I fell asleep. And then I couldn't get a connection. I was 5 minutes late. But it was pre-recorded. I didn't know that. So, yeah, Brantley, get test the new lights. I got all kinds of cool lights. I just got a message from my buddy Chris Patterson. It says that he lost power already. I'm telling you, power, guys, could be tricky. The ground is saturated. I think that's going to be a big surprise. A lot of people are going to be stuck without power. Ground is saturated. Trees fall down when the root systems aren't secured. And with these high winds expected now closer to the coast, never know. All right, so buoy, there's good buoy data. Thank you. Brad, I don't know. I don't think so. Somebody's in Pinellas delivering mail. He can't be. How are you delivering mail? Oh, today's not Monday. It's Tuesday. Hey, Mike. We saved Mike. So anyway, I wish I could answer everybody, guys. It's just hard. I kind of put it all out there. You guys have to, here's a good model. I didn't even know that it was on the site. My buddy Dusty Kemp. What did you say, Dusty Kemp? I got the volume off. Are you watching me, Dusty Kemp? What did you say? Oh, boy. There you are. What did you say? Oh, he's in for the Hurricane Jumbo. What the hell is that stuff? What's stuff coming off Texas? That's just leftover front, and it's crazy, right? This stalled front. I knew it was going to be a factor. It had to be a factor. So we had this lingering front that's been kind of the story. Look at that. And it indeed picked up our system and pulling it. So it's just leftover juice, man, and nothing really tropical in it. Let's take a look at the winds. So there's our spinach. Got a little bit, maybe. Nah, not really. Just outflow boundaries. But there's our. Let's take a look at our 850. Got some clear definition there. That's some pretty serious wind signature going on right now in the lower levels. 700 is off to the north a tick, and I bet you 500 is off to the east some. Yep, there it is. So this is the main convection firing, even though our center is about right here. So technically, it's still the center's technically still west of Florida, or the Pinellas County, Tampa Bay area. So even a slight wiggle, will still keep it probably right offshore there. So lots of rain. I see you, Misty Moon. Pressure drop, P. Kimmel over there. Pressure drop down to 1,000. Darla Arnold, Tarpon Springs is in a hurricane warning. They're expected to get hurricane sustained gusts, possibly 80 mile an hour plus wind gusts. Not a hurricane yet. Still technically tropical storm, but they expect it to be a hurricane soon, and that would be 75 miles an hour. Could maybe get to 80. Who knows? 85. Definitely, if the pressure, most Euro has the pressure dropping from about here up, so it definitely has a window that it can continue to drop some pressures. Now that we see it, but it's always done what it wasn't supposed to do. Let's see, hurricane hunters might be flying home. I don't know. No, I think they're in that X pattern thing here, so we'll see what they do. Really curious on the next pass what shows up, if we have another pressure drop or not. Cool. All right. Well, that's it. I hope everybody's ready for it. Stammer cane, that's a great point. It's almost like what we see on a front coming off of the northeast. I call it barclonic. It's barclinic, I guess. But it's a phenomenon that the shear actually helps sometimes. Hey, Travis Combs, thanks, man. 990 is generally a hurricane, yes. Are they showing 990? I don't know. I thought the official was 1,000 right now. Let's see. Whoa. The hell's that? See, officially they got it 1,000. You might be reading like a drop zone or something, but the official is 1,000. Now I did read some drop zone readings might be in the nine more in the 900s. If that's the case, then yes, intensity will be bumped up for the 5 o'clock advisory, and it slowed down a little bit to 9 miles an hour. So let's see what the Twitter world's saying. Nothing really new. There's a little vorticity signature, 96 miles an hour. That could be a 96 mile an hour gust. Here's your flood risk tomorrow. This is tomorrow's rains. And there you go. I don't know. So that's about it. Well, listen, I just want to say hey to everybody. I'll be streaming live later tonight. There's really nothing else to report. I don't see anything that would be shocking at this point, because the storm's going to be passing tonight, and the strong stuff's going to be soon for a lot of folks on the West Coast as this gets closer offshore. Like I said, the big core stuff around the center of the storm. And here's your wind field. We can take a look at that real quick. There's your wind field. A small little wind field. So technically, it hasn't reached any land yet. The orange is your wind field. But as this goes north, that wind field is going to, cross into land. So there's your tropical storm force wind field. I wonder if Boat US is still around. I used to link their stuff. I haven't even done them this year. Let's see, where is it at? Boating safety? No, I can never find it either on Boat US. They were my first safety prevention, maybe. They have a terrible link system on here on hurricanes. There it is right there. 2 tries. There we go. Active Storm Tracker. I might have to add this link. There it is. Our old school. I love this graphic. All right, so there's your. She's still kind of going north. So the official track, the last NHC said it was going north. But that shows it going a little more west. But there you go. That's a cool graphic. We'll put that on the website. All right, cool. All right, well, I went over a lot of data. Listen, everything's on the site. I'm going to be live tonight sporadically with our storm chase. If there's anything, I'll be posting graphics. I got my laptop with me, so 5 o'clock advisory's coming out. Everything else, man, you know it's coming. No big surprises. This is usually when what we do and speculate's over with. So, West News said it was a Cat 1. No, I didn't see that, but they are predicting it to be a Cat 1. And hopefully, the hurricane hunters are making another pass. We'll see what they say. I'm really curious at 5 o'clock if this thing gets updated to more surge. I hope not. Right now it's 3 to 5 foot for Tampa Bay. So they might be turning around. We don't know. They're flying. Oh, they're finished. Somebody said they were finished. All I had to do is read. Finished. Why would they have another plane out there? They usually fly multiple times. I'm surprised. I mean, they don't get to choose. Those guys and girls are crazy. They'd fly out there all damn night. But we only have one mission. There's nothing else. Strange. Usually we have 2 planes out there sometimes, right? Pam, I'm going soon. I'll be on the Drew Garabo show at 4:45, 30 minutes from now, and then I'll be gone. Chelsea, yeah, the drop zones are very important. And one thing that hurricane hunters do, it's so fascinating, is they measure data sometimes way out ahead of a system. And when we have, so this system isn't being influenced by a high pressure system. But let's say like Dorian was camped out over the Bahamas here, and they were constantly measuring the high pressure to get readings, because if the high pressure is weakening, that would allow more of a track. This system, I don't know what they would be checking other than maybe the dry air, that the Euro's showing it's weakening, and possibly I don't know. I mean, other than the storm itself, I think the upper air pattern is pretty locked in. Maybe sheer, but whatever. So Shelly's not going chasing. Shelly usually texts me and tells me, "Don't go down that road. Don't go down that road. Listen, don't go down that road. Why'd you go down that road?" Paul, that might be it. I don't know.
I'm counting on her tonight to help me with any tornadoes.
Yeah, I got Julie the generator.
I don't know how to use it.
She doesn't know how to start it. Haley wants to know about the Malaca River. Well, definitely, 6 to 10 inches of rain possible in spots. Could definitely do that. So anyway, hey, look at that, Jeff. Thanks, buddy. Yep. I am documenting. That's a good point, Nancy. I'm just going out there and getting gas. Definitely. Documenting. All right, anything else we got? Let's see. No flip-flops. Leslie, I got flip-flops. I got these cool little rubber Velcro things somebody sent me a couple years ago that have a Velcro around them. They're not my style, but I will... Mike, you got to pick up... Got to work tomorrow, Mike? I don't know. Come by our house, because I heard Oldsmar's not, and we got 2 full cans. Hey, Gene, I'm chasing about 5-6 o'clock. I'll be heading towards Pinellas. I live in Pinellas County, so I don't have far to go. But I got a friend staying at around the Madeira Beach area in a beach house, and I might just camp out there, or at least have a spot to go to. Hey Tony, I think there's a chance it might tick a little bit more to the east, a little bit, just a little bit. It's definitely ticked like a lot since last night. This time, make a quick video how to start the generator. Well, you know what's cool about my Furman generator? It's got a push button start. Any drunk donkey can start a push button start generator. Thanks Cheryl for Hudson. Hey, I'm staying. Heck yeah. I'm a little worried about these wind gusts. Mark, we might be going to hang out with Dylan. He's been messaging me a lot. Kristen is my biggest fan. She made it bring in her. She needs to put her patio furniture. I would definitely bring in your patio furniture. Make sure you've put bungee cords around your beer cooler outside too. We don't want to see any alcohol abuse. What's going on YouTube? You guys talking about Ted Russell sea waves? I'll tell you what, good question. I don't know if this Taft model shows the Gulf. It kind of does. Yeah, look at that, it does. So here's estimated waves right now. I know it's very hard to see, but this is 13. I think that's a 13 or 15. Can't tell. It's a 5 because you know why? There's a 3. There's a 3, there's a 3, there's a 3. Here's a 5 up here. So that's a 5. So 15 foot. Here's Tampa Bay. So 15 foot. There you go, man. That's right. Shelly, don't forget, that's a hell of a deal. So I hope everybody hit ABC Fine Wine and Spirits for their storm chasing. Sit at home. Make sure you got candles. Make sure you have lighters to light the candles. It's hot. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. I talked about it yesterday, and somebody brought this up in the morning chat. It is hot. It is like hot. Like I felt this heat with Irma, and I felt the heat yesterday. It was like a dry. I mean, I was born and raised in Florida. You know, I'm a native, and but it was hot. It's hot out there today, so it's eerie, kind of like the calm before the storm. You just feel it. It's stagnant. It's a weird feeling. It's hard to explain. Now, I don't know. Anybody agree with me? Do you know what I'm talking about? Howard. Yeah, don't forget Howard. Where the hell is Howard? It's in the garage. Where is my boy? I got to write me a note. Don't let me forget Howard. When I got to get ready for my TV show. Howard. Can't forget Howard. Hey, Ruth. Nancy, storm documented. No alcohol for me tonight. It is thick air hot. That's right. It's a yucky heat. Power out in Volusia. I think so, Heather, because we got tornado watches up for a big part of the state, and you're expected to have some squall lines still develop off the Atlantic and coming across the state even into tomorrow. So it's tropical air, Whitney. Yeah. Woody Wood, what's up, Woody? Hey, Bill, what's up? Oh, cool. Hey, Bill, great testimony there. Bill just said he called Furman, and they had great customer service. I just like the guys because they came to Florida to meet me and Phil. They brought us a trailer full of generators, and they took us out to dinner, and we had a bazillion drinks. And they picked up the tab. So they're my buddies for life. The night ended too young. Let's see. There's a good point. Ruth, put bags of ice in your freezer. That's always a good point. They always say fill your bathtub up. I'd have a hard time drinking bathtub water. I think it's going to be long gone for Tampa tomorrow. So other than some lingering rain trains, I can't see any reason Tampa would not have the game tomorrow night. Phil's going to meet me later, Lucy. He's kind of a chicken. He doesn't like to go 12 hours straight. So anything else? Will it get stronger? Well, there's a chance. They're predicting 75 mile an hour now. We don't have any hurricane hunters out there. That's crazy. I hope they got another mission coming. I got to put the Boat US graphic up too. I can't forget that. So I got to call my show, Howard the Duck, Boat US. Great idea. I'm glad that Ted, I think it was on YouTube, I wanted to look at that 15-foot sea. That's good. That's definitely pretty high seas. Part of that it's going to be surge. That's going to help push the water in. 15-foot seas in the Gulf, kind of high. That's pretty rocking. Oh, it's for... Oh, now you're telling me. I've been drinking freaking tub water for years. No. So, Julie, you put water in a tub to flush the toilet. I didn't even think about that. Damn. That's brilliant.
Just go outside like you always do.
Yeah, she says just go outside. Now, any guys out there, be honest, when it turns dusk, do you have your favorite tree by your house that you frequent? If you know what I mean. Because I do. Furman guys need to go on a cruise. Yeah, we haven't even announced the cruise yet, Shelly, but we got a Drunk Donkey cruise coming on the Mardi Gras brand new ship, Carnival Mardi Gras, in March. 7-day. Coming soon. News. It's only open to 200 people. That's all we could get. So, it's a Drunk Donkey cruise. And we'll be doing trivia and dancing. I don't dance. I meant music. I do karaoke. I got drunk one time. I don't even know if it'll come up. Let's see. YouTube, Mike Boylan, Sweet Home Alabama cruise. Let's see if it pops up. If it does, I'll have to play it. If it doesn't, I'm not going to look for it. It didn't pop up. So that's good. Because it was pretty bad. I'll save it for when we don't have hurricanes to talk about. All right, so no hurricane hunter stuff out there. Let's take another look at satellite. It's just kind of just watching real time now. You know, this main convection is trying to wrap around the center. You can see that convection ball kind of getting pulled toward that convection a little bit. You know, if the Euro is right and this dry air dissolves out and shear relaxes a little bit, you know, we could definitely see intensification as this pulls past Tampa Bay through the night into tomorrow morning. So let's see, we got another look here. We can look at it here. This really shows the low level circulation. But you can almost see the convection starting to catch up to the, you know, that's it. The convection's trying to align itself. You know, the 500 millibars over the main convection, 850's off to the west a little bit. But you can see in the last few frames, the 500's definitely trying to catch up and get some convection over top. Now, if we start to see a lot of lightning, that would be another pulse of intensification. And look at that, we're starting to get a few pops. I'll be damned. So there you got it. A little bit of, I'm wondering, up. So that's all watching real time. Let's stop it and show you what I'm talking about. So this is Weather Nerds, and look, this could be signs of more intensification And we're starting to get some bolts. And you can see the rising cloud tops here, whites and purples. Cooling of cloud tops indicate thunderstorms and lightning. So that's interesting. Let's look at visible. Let's see if we see the bubbling cloud tops here. I would bet money that we will. Let's stop it. How do I stop it? Stop. Back up. Go down. You can kind of see it right there. So definitely getting a little convective burst here that we'll be watching. This College of DuPage is a great website for satellite data. We can zoom in on particular areas and see exactly. Let's see. Let's go to blue. Sometimes one's got better contrast. Veggie's got good contrast. Oh, we can't. Let's see. I can. No, I don't want to animate. I want to save the image. So, save frame. There we go. Then I can open it and bring it over here, and then we could zoom in on it. Look at that. So there is some pretty big thunderstorms developing, possibly where center is. So this will be watched as this tries to wrap around the center. This is popping, so definitely signs that it could be getting a little bitty bit stronger. Hey Glenn, it's all right, man. I really the height. Trust me, I don't lose any sleep at all. Trust me. When people give us crap, it's just when they say it, they're obviously don't watch our page, and I just get tired of it. I'm like, go find somewhere else. Shelly's got the band hammer now. We don't need that drama. Dennis talked to me the other day. He's a really good friend, by the way. If anything were ever to happen to me, and I would highly recommend following Dennis Phillips as. In fact, I should probably figure out a way to transfer our users. But anyway, I love the guy to death. And but he was talking about radio time. I got you, Teresa. I'm getting there. But you just ain't got time for the ones that want to hate, man. I mean, if your only point is to just be controversial, then don't need you. Don't need you. See you, Ruth. Everybody tell time to go. I know. All right, so watching this boom, let's see if we get a bunch of lightning, then we're gonna see a little bit more convection. I think we will. I think we're seeing signs that the 500 is catching up to the 850, which might mean that convection is popping a little bit. All right, cool. So we will be live tonight. I know, trust me, listen, I know the only complaint that we get the most is people don't like me storm chasing. But trust me, I will post the same amount, if not more, storm chasing. So I'm not denying coverage. I'm just out in the field. So, and again, my philosophy is that at this point in the game, everybody knows where it's kind of going. There's really no surprises. You should be ready. So I'll be updating the 5 o'clock advisory soon. Probably be posting this picture with the lightning that we, watch for possibly more convection going on, which could indicate a little more strengthening. And see if this thing makes a run at, 80, 85 miles an hour. So that's my call. So, all right, we'll see you guys. Thanks for tuning in. No live tonight. We'll be live on the road. So, and I don't know about the morning yet. I might just get a crazy damn hair at my butt and go to Cedar Key and hang out with Jim Cantori. Can I do that, Julie?
What?
Can I go drive all night and go to Homosassa Springs?
No.
Okay, I'll be going to Homosassa Springs.
No.
See ya. No. Let it go. Let me go. Let me go.